Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, we've got some pretty cool stuff to talk about as Square Enix have recently revealed their Tokyo Game Show 2020 lineup. As of course, Tokyo Game Show is fast approaching. Takes place from the 23rd of September to the 27th. As we have been talking about recently, I was sort of betting on TGS to actually be more so the place that we had received the next big crazy Melody of Memory trailer with the whole release date thing, but of course we got it shortly before Gamescom. Although I did want to talk about this lineup, and more so, Melody of Memory is confirmed to actually make an appearance. Now, while this was sort of to be expected, I guess you could say, as it is obviously within Square Enix's upcoming pipeline of content, there is actually going to be a little special stage show for Melody of Memory that gets me quite excited. So let's talk about that first. So Square Enix have announced that there is going to be a special show for Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory that will be happening on September 25th at 8:15 at night. This is of course a Japanese time zone. This is what the program content reads on the official lineup page. It says Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory will be released on November 11th, 2020. We actually haven't talked about this, but that is the Japanese release date, and although it isn't a simultaneous worldwide release, of course, Japan getting it first, as we're so used to, this is actually the closest the Japanese date has been to the actual global date. So it's fantastic to see that with each release of a Kingdom Hearts game, we are getting closer and closer and closer to it being simultaneous. The producers and guests will introduce the charm of this work, which is the first rhythm action game in the Kingdom Hearts series, along with secret stories of the production. It also mentions a live piano performance as well. Now, a lot of the team that have been working on Melody of Memory are actually going to be in attendance for the special show, including both Yoko Shimomura as well as the almighty Tetsuya Nomura, and I just love how like there's a little asterisk with Voice of Heaven next to his name here on the list. Hilarious. Yes, you're damn right. Also, Masanobu Suzui, who is the co-director of Melody of Memory, which generally for pretty much most of the Kingdom Hearts games, it is Tai Yasue. This is no doubt a different team from the main Kingdom Hearts teams. We know that multiple projects are currently in development, so no doubt Tai Yasue is currently busy on at least one of those. So yeah, a different co-director this time around, but this guy was actually responsible for being the director on the Theatrhythm Final Fantasy games, which makes so much sense for him to also be involved in Melody of Memory. So again, a lot of important different people from the team will be a part of this show. Now, whenever Tetsuya Nomura does appear at these certain different Kingdom Hearts events, it means that generally there is something special that is going to happen. Now, with the little sort of description of what the special show is going to entail, we'll introduce the charm of this work along with secret stories of the production. It kind of sounds like they're going to give us a little bit of a sort of a discussion session towards set certain different things to do with Melody of Memory, as well as stories towards the actual development period of it. And I'm interested to know sort of more of the behind the scenes stuff towards this game, considering that it has released so soon after the release of Kingdom Hearts 3, and even sooner after the release of the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. I do hope that this will also give them a chance to kind of give us more so a better understanding towards the gameplay aspects of the game, while the most recent trailer has given us most certainly a better understanding towards the different systems that will be in place for the gameplay side of things, in the sense of how you actually play this game, what buttons you'll be pressing, and if you have to actually use maybe the directional pad or the analog stick, as it kind of seems like you will, you know, all of the nitty-gritty type of stuff. I do hope that we do kind of hear a little bit about that. Also thinking back to TGS 2018 for Kingdom Hearts 3, while there wasn't actually a new trailer that was debuted there, what Square ended up doing was they debuted some new gameplay towards KH3, with some of the team actually playing the game in itself. They ended up playing through the Frozen slider section of course, Irondale, and this was actually a first, so it was really nice to see this. They also played through the Toy Box demo, although we had already seen this. It was just more gameplay demonstration, and in amongst that too, there was also a lot of other stuff like the Dark Aqua boss fight gameplay. Kind of wish we didn't see that, but yeah, they did that. So I can't help but wonder, maybe they might end up showing a very small little gameplay demonstration to really give us a better idea as to exactly how it works. That would most certainly coincide with the whole explanation towards more more information of the gameplay aspects. Considering that there is going to be a lot of the team present, this would actually be the perfect opportunity to show off some of that competitive or co-op gameplay. One way or another though, we are in for more Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory information towards the end of the month, which I kind of wasn't expecting. I was sort of just expecting Melody of Memory to be at TGS with the reiteration of the trailer that we recently got, but no, we're in for some more juiciness, so that is to look forward to. We also received the Kingdom Hearts 2020 trailer in June, which also served as the announcement for Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Now, remembering within that trailer, we got that little graphic of the Kingdom Hearts Phase 2 template, and I'm also wondering that maybe one of these smaller projects that appear in one of the smaller boxes on the template may end up being announced. We have the whole rumored Kingdom Hearts Disney Plus series that's floating around. In amongst that, there is also a lot of other stuff that is currently being worked on behind the scenes. Maybe with Tetsuya Nomura being there, something else towards Phase 2 might just be revealed. Of course, we're only gonna have to wait and see. Now, in terms of the rest of the Square Enix lineup, it's looking pretty okay. We have the expected Avengers being there. Of course, by this point, Avengers would have already been out for sort of almost a month. The to be expected, as always, Dragon Quest stuff, Final Fantasy XIV, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Balan Wonderworld is also going to make an appearance, so I can't help but feel there'll probably be some further information and maybe a new trailer or something that will appear there too. But definitely the big boy hitter for me personally, and I'm so happy to see this, is Babylon's Fall. Yes, this is part of the lineup, the upcoming Square Enix Platinum Games game that is hopefully soon to be coming out. It was originally slated for 2019, with being revealed back in 2018. The game has unfortunately received a couple of delays and stuff over the course, so we'll hopefully be getting a development update towards Babylon's Fall and exactly where it currently is. There was meant to be more stuff to do with this game midway throughout this year during the summer season. However, Platinum Games ended up tweeting out a message essentially saying that we can't show anything just yet, however, development is progressing well, and we look forward to showcasing more of Babylon's Fall when the time comes. So I'm hoping this is that time. The last point where we actually got to see something towards the game was December of 2019. Of course, throughout this year, delays are to be expected with the current state of the world and COVID-19, so this totally makes sense. TGS will hopefully provide us with a new update. Now, I know quite a few people at the moment are also a little bit disappointed to not see Nier Replicant, the remaster, appear in the lineup. This is a highly anticipated remaster of the very first Nier game that ended up releasing back in 2010. We got the announcement and teaser for this back in March of this year, but since then, the sort of home front towards it has been quite quiet. There's been a few new screenshots and like concept art that have surfaced, but not really too much since then. Now, I will say, with covering TGS over the course of quite a few years now, Square Enix sometimes add to the lineup closer to the actual event itself, so it's always totally possible that Nier could end up being added to the lineup. If not, there's always that possibility that it could just randomly appear and serve as a little surprise announcement or reveal from Square, so don't lose too much hope just yet. And also just keep in mind, over on Square Enix's schedule page for TGS, there are 5 shows or reveals coming soon, so definitely keep an eye out for those. Now guys, that's all from me today. Just wanted to share this exciting news with you dudes. TGS is pretty much just around the corner. Looking forward to this special show that is going to be held for Melody of Memory. Very intrigued to know what extra stuff we're going to learn. Be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'm Cynical. Hope you guys having a fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.